time for me to make another one of my favorite types of videos. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Caira and I make videos on tips, tricks, and organization. Today's video is another video on small space design, and I take a look at some of my favorite studio apartments that I found on Instagram, and I tell you what I really like about them, what is really smart, and what is something that I might do differently in them. If you live in a studio apartment and you want me to take a look at yours, please comment down below or shoot me a message on Instagram. I want to do a lot more of these videos, and I would love to be able to look at your apartments and tell you what I would do personally and how I would design it and make the most of your space. Also, if you do it, I'll shout you out, and it'll just be a good time for all of us. All right, let's get started. If you haven't seen these types of videos before, I have a couple of them up on my channel. I will link them down below. Feel free to take a look at those. I'm gonna put the screen of my Instagram right up here so that way you can see it and you can see what I'm looking at. All right, so here's this first studio. I really like the whole style of it. I love the neutral vibes. That mirror is so pretty, and I love the way that they've designed their bed. My only gripe with that is that you wouldn't really have much space under your bed for storage. You could store a little bit of stuff, but there's no bed skirt or anything, so if anything's too close to the edge, you'd be able to see it, which is a bit of a bummer. Besides that, I think they have a really good sized couch in there. I love the mirror that they have propped up against the wall. Everything just looks like it goes really well together. Yeah, that's cute. I like the art on the wall. The dressers match the same sort of wood. It's a cute little space. Okay, so this one is very minimalistic. All of the colors are super muted, but at the same time, if that's somebody's style, I think it's pretty cool. I like the art up on the wall. It's neat that there's this bookshelf incorporated right into the wall. I absolutely love the lamp that's mounted above the bed. That is such a cool piece. Mounting a lamp means you don't need to use the floor space for it, which is really cool. That is a really pretty lamp. And that weird knotted pillow, I'm about it. I like it. We've got a little minimalistic desk there and a small couch. Very simple, but I do like that space. Okay, this is a cool one. So this one, they have a huge patio looking area, it looks like. I like that there's the bed. Again, there's that space under it, but I don't think she's using that for storage. We've got a little desk. I like the chair that she used for the desk a lot. I like the white couch and then the colored throw and the pillow. It's pretty, it's simple. All the colors are quite warm and inviting, and it goes together pretty well. I like that she used a rug at the desk area and then another rug at the living room area. It just helps break up those spaces and makes them feel a little bit more separate and intentional. This is so cool. I don't know where you could get a divider wall like that, but I think that's a really neat one. It's so skinny and still lets the light through, but it totally makes it feel like two separate rooms. You would have to commit to crawling up your bed from the bottom instead of getting in from the side, which I know some people really hate, but that's not something that bothers me at all. Okay, ooh, this one is so cool. I don't understand the layout of this apartment at all. I think it's a pretty huge studio looking at the size of it. It's weirdly shaped and there's all sorts of little nooks, but I love that they have a bookcase in that little nook and then their dresser with a mirror in that little nook. There's a little table next to the door. Everything just looks so intentional. I love all of the colors. I love the design. I love the pegs on the bed. Just every piece in here is so cool. I don't think it's necessarily maximizing its space and super functional, but I think it looks like their apartment's big enough that you don't really have to. There are some really cool parts that I want to point out in this apartment. Number one being the bed facing the couch, but then there's that dresser thing in between and the TV on the pole so it can swivel and you can watch it from your couch or turn it around and watch it from your bed. That is genius. I love it. So cool. Also, the washer dryer, or maybe it's just a washer, I don't know, in the kitchen, such a great use of space. They have a full dining table in there, which is awesome. This space is really maximized and I really like it. Okay, this is a cool one too. I like in the entryway, they have the shoe rack and they have the clothes hanging rack for them to put their clothes on and whatnot. It's quite minimal. My one thing though is, do you need the curtains to separate your bed? When would you actually do that? Even in our studio here, we got a wall divider that we used to use as our headboard. We don't use it as a headboard anymore. And we got it thinking that we would put it up when we have guest day just for a little bit more privacy, but that's weird and we didn't need it. And so I'm wondering, in what situation would this person feel the need to actually close those curtains? I don't know. I love this. I want to be able to loft my bed so bad. Do you know how expensive lofted queen beds are? They're like $2,000. It's ridiculous. But this is so cool. I love that they have the bed lofted up there. They have this little area that they put books and stuff in. I love the peg wall to be able to hang their stuff on, the open closet system. This is a little bit more cluttered, but at the same time, everything looks so intentional that I still like it. The big window windows. I just think this is such a cool space. I also really like the blue velvet couch. That's a fun one. It's pretty. So this is a technique that I've never seen before, but I do really like. They have two different wallpapers dividing up their two different spaces. So there's the wallpaper with the leaves for the bedroom and then a chalkboard wallpaper for the kitchen. And I think that's such a cool idea. Wallpaper is so much fun and it's so temporary and you can take it down or move it however you please. And it's something I really want to experiment in if I move into a new apartment. But I think this is such a good way to do it to make it feel like you have separate spaces. Okay, I love this. It's like a little tiny patio sunroom. I don't know. I love that they just have this little tiny couch shoved into the corner with some shelves above it and then some storage underneath. But it looks like such a cozy, lovely place to curl up with a good book and just read. I don't like balconies because I feel like no one ever actually uses them, but this little sunroom, like I feel like someone would use that and it's cute and I like it. Okay, this is not a studio apartment at all, but look how stinking cute. It's a set of 3 bunk beds, just one on top of the other, and I think it's so sweet. But I love that like shiplap and it's all white and black and like how cute are these kiddos, and my ovaries are bursting. This loft apartment is so cool. I want to move into this loft apartment. I love the big glass up on the top, the staircase, the windows. I love the art and how they've painted it just onto the walls so it's very geometric but all really neutral still. Ugh. There's the big window. It's a pretty big space, so it's not like they really need to maximize anything, but it is such a cool space. This is really neat as well. I'm trying to find things I don't like about places, but honestly, I just really like them all right now. I love the colors in this place. There's lots of mixed patterns. There's a lot of art on the wall, but it looks intentional. I get the vibe that they're going for, and I think it works. The only thing I would do is I probably wouldn't hang my pans on the walls as well, just because it kind of looks like a lot. But how cool are those archways? Oh, I love. Such a cool space. Also, I really like that they have that painted wood dresser. I think that's a fun way to incorporate some more color into an apartment as well. So this is a very simple apartment. There's like no furniture in here except for this bistro table set and a table. Where is your dresser? I'm assuming that's a closet, but I feel like a dresser should go where that bench seat is instead. Then you don't have a couch. I don't know. This one is not done very well. If this was my apartment, the bed is a hard one because there's not really a good spot for that. I don't know if the bed could fit in that window place, but if it could, that's where I'd put it. If not, I'd probably just leave it where it's at, maybe scoot it a little bit closer to either the countertop or to the closet, what I'm assuming is a closet. And then I would maybe try and fit like a small love seat there. I don't know. I can't see the whole apartment either, so that's not helping, but I'm kind of stumped with this space, but I don't love how they set it up. Okay, this one is cool. They have a full table and I like that all the chairs are different. I think that's pretty unique. They do have a little bedroom nook over there with a bar cart. Perfect. You just grab a bottle on your way into bed, but they still have a desk area with a full computer and a big couch. It looks like all the pieces of furniture are quite big pieces, but they somehow made them all work. Also, I love this type of flooring. It is so pretty and I want it. Okay, here we go. This apartment has a whole lot of clutter. There's just a lot of space over here that she could put something to organize, but instead everything's just kind of stacked on top of each other and it's making me very anxious. There's also a computer desk, and then what I've got to imagine is like a makeup desk next to it. And I feel like there's a way that you could make those into one instead of having the two side by side and just have better organization and make it multifunctional. Also, the gallery wall is centered for the room, but it's really high up. It doesn't come down quite low enough. And I think it should be centered more above the bed or more above the desk, but having it in the middle makes it look like it's not really properly done. I'm sorry. This is my friend Tina Tomato. She actually changed up her apartment. This is not what it looks like anymore, but she had this IKEA bed for forever. And I thought it was such a cool piece that fit perfectly in the corner there. And then she had the lamp above it, which is great because it doesn't use up that floor space. And I love that she has this rolling cart as her bedside table. I think that is just a really great way to maximize the space and it looks so cozy. Also, just shout out to Tina. Feel free to follow her. Her page is amazing and she has awesome interior design. All right, guys, I wanted to keep going, but my camera keeps overheating and dying and I feel like I've talked my head off, so I'm gonna stop now. But those were just some of the apartments and the tips that I wanted to share with you and what I thought of them. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, definitely hit the big red subscribe button down below. And again, if you have an apartment that you want me to shout out or talk about in one of my videos, go ahead and shoot me a message on Instagram. Here's all of my information and I would love to do that. These are some of my favorite videos to make. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time.